Yeah. See,
Yeah,
that's why now I know why we connect really, like we always like kind of have this like connection, because even
right.
though we're from two different places. You're in LA, you're from Poland, I'm from Philippines, I'm in Colorado. We only met once, guy, but we're so from odd reason we have this bond, like we
Yes.
connect. And now I know because we have similar why. Because so my why,
What is your why? Yeah.
my why is I want to have a financial freedom. And here's why: because I want to help other people, especially my family, and I want to provide my kids a legacy that they can be proud of. Like they can say later on, like, yeah, my mom growing up in the village and English is her second language, but look at her now. She never stopped. She never stopped dreaming, and looking back where where I've been through, like living in the shelter, it's not really like I mean it's not a bad place to be in. I mean, I'm grateful that I have a place to live when that situation happened, but still, like looking back now, I really want to have a financial freedom so that I can share, and hopefully I can have like a place for women, like like victim for domestic violence or a battered wife. I can help them, like the people that helping me during that time, and I just want to give back the same blessing that I received on that situation. And like talking about when I talk about my why, it's like I have to read. I can, it's just like everything flashback when I was on the shelter, and watching my boys like eating. And I never thought that my boy is gonna experience that, because even though I grew up in the village, but I have my own home. I have a happy home that I can call. And for them to experience that, it's just really heartbreaking to me. And that's why right now I promise to myself that I want to work hard, like if even like getting out from the box. Like I'm really like shy and very introvert person, but now I push myself, like I be a YouTuber, like do just whatever. I'm a networker. I'm like invest to like on training on this awesome company on networking. And I believe just I just do whatever I can do to to have that financial freedom right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. So um and that's also connected to my purpose, that I want to be a motivational for women, and especially for the single mom out there, that whatever you guys been through right now is not a permanent situation. You guys can get through it, and later on you guys can be like thank God and grateful that you experience it, because that makes you who you are in the future. Like be strong and strive. No matter what life brings you, you still get up and keep going. And I can't motivate them if I'm not gonna be like like all this.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna let this negativity
Take care of
put
yourself.
me down. So I was like, I need to push harder. I want to be motivational and in stage and speak for 1,000 of women, like motivates them that like, yeah, here I got here in America, but it's not enough. It's not the life. There's more life out there. Yeah, I
You
want
are
to be
doing this.
successful
You
on
are
that.
doing this. When you are going to have your own studio working from Colorado with 10 million subscribers, your kids will be like, hey, that's my mom. She's cool. Look at her channel, subscribe it. Because I
Yeah.
know how it's hard to start when you don't have enough kind of support around you. Or
Mm-hmm.
somebody's like, hey, you are going to start your YouTube channel, like you don't speak really good English, like what are you
Yeah.
going to talk about? Like,
Yeah.
hello, there's some people, that
Yeah.
you are not qualified or whatever, like that's why like you said, your why will be the solution for whatever is happening, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever somebody's saying to you, because of those people who are really successful, they just didn't quit on the way.
Yeah.
But they just keep going and doing. And there's fire, like there's fire in you right now. When you said about your kids, you had like shining light in your eyes. It's like I can feel it, that this is really, brings you joy to be inspiration. First be inspire your kids and inspire women doing.
Yeah, because how can you inspire people if you're not inspired yourself, right? So you have to motivate that, and that's something like this morning I was like, you know what, I need to change, like I need to switch, I need to whatever, like plug in, I can push my button and switch to a different person and just be my joy. Just
Yes.
living with joy. That's
Yes.
my goal
Yeah.
every day.
Yes, and I really love what we talked yesterday, that to be truthful and honest to yourself. Like
Yeah.
we planned yesterday to make the interview, but we decide don't do it because of we feel first we need to take care of our own needs
Yeah.
before uh, going to the space and helping others. And I think that's the uh, great, great, great point, that you cannot help others when you don't help yourself first, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Exactly.
and today we try to talk about loneliness and the way how we all feel more lonely because of the quarantine now. And
Yeah.
I feel more anxious because I stopped going for my classes, and just going to supermarket everywhere with the mask. No, it's kind of creates frustration, anxiety. And I need to tell you that I love smiles, people smile, so I feel like,
Yeah.
hey, something is missing. I was born in Poland, and when I was 19, I moved to Spain, and I don't really miss the poverty which I had in my country, the place I was
Mm-hmm.
living, but I miss my mom, I miss my friends. So I'm on the phone, like on WhatsApp or WeChat,
Yeah.
or with my grandparents, but I will, still feel sometimes this kind of struggle. Hey, like I would like to touch somebody or give a hug to my mom,
Yeah.
you know, like you just said before that you would love to go to see your parents for their anniversary.
Yeah.
And it's so, how do you deal with this kind of obstacles which are created by the crisis, by economy, by the virus and the closed borders, and how do you find peace inside, and to overcome the loneliness?
Well, for me, I just have to think that this is not a permanent situation. It will change. Did you remember the song on Lion King movie? Like
Oh,
it's a circle of life. that
yeah,
that that song, it's a circle. So I always think that life is a circle. We're revolving, even the earth is revolving. So this is not a permanent situation. It will change eventually, maybe in a good way, or worse, but still it's gonna change. And I always put in my mind that, you know what, this is not a permanent. It will change, maybe not soon, but later. So
right, yeah.
yeah, I just have to. I always say to my friends, like, you just have to learn to dance with the music. You can
Woo!
be like
I like that.
against,
I like
you
that.
can be like, I was like saying today, it's like me against the world. And that's very, actually, I'm gonna delete that. It's not me against the world. We can change that. I have this guy we're texting, and I asked him, what's your hobby? And he said, well, if the world's back to normal, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was like, the world is not gonna go back to normal. This is our new normal. You know, if we waited the world is gonna change, then nothing's gonna happen. So
Right. Yeah.
what we do is we just have to like get heads up and we change, and then the world will change eventually, right? So that's how I cope the situation, is just, you know, like believing that it's not a permanent situation what we're in right now. It will pass eventually, and I think a lot of people believe that too.